So guys, if you live in the UK and you work in health and social care, probably they pay you minimum wage, which is about £12 per hour, and you probably work like 4 times in a week. Let's work out your salary. Okay, so you earn, your gross salary is about 2,500 if you're working 4 times in a week and you're earning about £12. So let's say £2,500 in a week, and you pay tax of £500, which is about 20%. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have £2,000. Okay, so out of this £2,000, let's work out your expenses. Okay, so you pay council tax, which is about £140. I'll name it as C, council tax C. You pay £140. You pay your electricity and gas. So let me just say it's £150, which is slightly higher during this winter period. So let's just say £150. Okay, you pay your water bill. I'll name it as W. Water bill, let's say you pay £40, for instance, £40. What next? You pay your phone bill, which is P. I'll just put it as P. You pay £20 phone bill. Okay. Is that all? Is that all expenses? No. So you pay your rent. Okay. You pay your rent. I'll name it as R. So let's say you pay about £600 per month. 600. Right? That's if you live in places like Hull, York, some places like that. So you pay £600 if you're living with family. So that's basically what you spend. So let me just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all you pay? I think that's basically all. Let me think if there's any other thing. So you pay water bill, right? So let's say you pay £40 for water bill. £40. I'll name it as W. You pay £40 for water bill. So these are your expenses. So let's put it together. So your transportation, which is like transport to work and back and all that, let's just put it at £150. Sometimes it could be a lot higher, right? So I'll just name it as T, and I'll call it £150, because if you are driving, you need to pay your gas, you need to pay your insurance and tax, which is a lot more expensive. So let's put all these expenses together and know how much is left for you to save in a month. So after all the expenses, you have 1,040, right? So let's put it together again. So your council tax is 140, your electricity and gas is 150, which can be higher than that. So you guys are not seeing this, which can be higher than that. You pay your water bill, which is 40, you pay your phone bill, which is 20, you pay your rent, which is 600, you pay your transportation, which is 150. There's something else I've not added, which is like Wi-Fi. So let's say you pay Wi-Fi again, W, you pay 40. So add 1,040, add 40, that's £1,080. £1,080. So that is what that's what you spend, £1,080. So minus £1,080 in the £2,000. So you have 1,000, that's £920. So £920 is what you have to save. £920 is all you've got, right? Now, out of this £920, food is not there. Food feeding is not there, which I'm sure you should spend up to £300 on feeding, at least in a month. £300 on feeding. That's on the fair side. So let's minus £300, right? £300 on feeding. So you have 900 minus 300, which is 600, plus minus 20, which is £580. So this £580 is what you have in total to save. That's what you have in total to save. If you eat less than £300, then you are good. So this £580, that's if you're living in areas like Hull, you live in areas like East Riding of Yorkshire, Scunthorpe or something, £580. Now, the only way this can help you is if you are living with a partner, right? You guys are working together, footing the bills together. You guys are doing things like together. That's the only way you can save more money. But £580, and maybe you do a job, you do contribution, you save like £500, because you still need to dress well, right? So at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's not worth it, but it's too small. Yeah, it's too small. It's as if you're working so much and you're not earning enough. It's a shame. Yeah, that's how it is in the UK. So if you're coming in, that's what you should expect. Except you're coming in with your family, which will be a bit on the fair side. But